Good evening guys, hello and welcome back once again to another Monday evening of racing with me, boy Vexed, it's Vexman, and the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing's Gt7 Championship. This is of course round 5. We are this week at Suzuka for another 2 races, 15-minute sprint and a 40-minute endurance. We'll have a quick rundown through the standings. So there is changes at the top of the standings. Lewis takes the lead in the championship by 3 points. He's got 113 points. He's only 3 points ahead of Plat for Life in second with 110 points. Racing Green's in third with 99 points. Only 11 points off, no, 14 points, sorry, off the leader. Alessandro currently sat in fourth with 80 points. We've got Zico in fifth with 79. BX Royals in sixth with 75. We've got Yannick in seventh with 64. Iggy's in eighth with 60. Rataka's in 9th with 53. We've got Viking Dog in 10th with 34 points. Kep's in 11th with 31. Tim's in 12th with 27. We've got PZN in 13th with 23. Capel in 14th with 19. Big Boy is in 15th with 18 points. Apelio in 16th with 15 points. Sam's in 17th with 11 points. Mighty Millie Smiley in 18th with 10 points, Unlimited Chicken in 19th with 9 points, Rossform in 20th with 4 points, Ben is in 21st with 2 points. So in the manufacturers, the GTR is still leading the way with 143 points, only 2 points ahead of the Citroens in second, the BMW in third with 136, Jaguar sat in fourth with 114, the Audis are in fifth with 109 points, the Suzuki BGT in sixth with 75, the MG20 in seventh with 71. We've got the Lamborghinis in 8th with 53 points, the Ferrari 296 in 9th with 27, the Porsche 91122 in 9th with 27 points, the Beetle in 11th with 19 points, we've got the Mazda in 12th with 15 points, the Subaru WRX in 13th with 4 points, and the GR Supra in 14th with 2 points. Well, that's your rundown through the standings. Obviously, with the guys in free practice at the moment, so everybody trying to put their best laps in free practice. Currently, Lewis is at the top of the tables with 134.9. I can't even English today. Racing Green not far off his time. Only a couple of hundredths in it. I wonder if we can carry this into qualifying. Lewis looking a little bit laggy at the moment on track. That's interesting. I have to have a look with some of the other cars and see. So Ponzani looks pretty stable at the moment. We'll stay on board with him as he's approaching. Oh, he goes to the pit. So yeah, we can't see Yannick. Doesn't look like there's too much lag going on with Yannick. He goes into that turn nicely. None on a sideways porpoising. Harry seems to be pretty stable as well. M. Godzik making an appearance this evening. Another name I've not seen on track, so maybe making a debut in this round. Also didn't look like he was too laggy, so Sam looks alright, Zico looks alright. Everyone else in the pit. So let's just go back on board with Lewis for just a second. Maybe it was just the connection to the lobby. We'll be able to see as he comes through turn 1, and yeah, there is definitely a little bit of that sideways porpoise in there, so there is definitely a little bit of instability somewhere. But it's not slowing him down any. He's still putting in purple sectors. Hopefully it's not going to be too sketchy for the other drivers. Let's look at Racing Green. So yeah, Racing Green looks pretty stable. No sideways skirting from him. Yannick as well, very stable. The Zico, sometimes we see a little bit with the Zico. I know he's definitely got a good connection. I think it might be an exciting one tonight. Suzuka does often throw up some exciting racing. Oh, and we did see a little bit of skirting there. We could definitely hear it as well. So there's definitely a little bit of lag with Lewis and with McKenna. Burton and McKenna with a little bit of lag in the lobby. Sam looks good. Alessandro looks good. You can normally hear it on the tyres as they come around the corner, and they both sound smooth. Yeah, it's definitely still a little bit of skittishness from McKenna. Lewis still the current fastest time in this practice session of 1:34.945. Race Green almost having a little bit of a moment there. Kept the car going though. Zico looked like he just clipped a bit too much of that inside curb there, which unsettled the car. Didn't cost him too much, but he's not going to want to do that on the qualifying lap. And qualifying will begin in around 3 minutes' time. Racing Green has actually managed to take the fastest time in this practice session, 1:34.9. Can he carry that into qualifying? We will have to wait and see. The closest person to him at the moment is Lewis on a 9:45, 34.945. Only a couple of hundredths slower. He may be saving some though for qualifying. We've seen that. Some of the guys not wanting to show their cards before the race. Where is... Wait. Where's BX Royal? And that's a very wide line through there, but he seems to have got away with it, so perhaps that is the line. Perhaps we're going to see a lot of the drivers taking that line through that last sector. He's not picked up half a second, so yeah, you can definitely get away with it there. Goes through this. We'll have to keep an eye out through the race and see what lines everyone is doing. Only 13 drivers in the lobby at the moment. Got bored with Gojic for a minute. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, dude, but... So Platt for Life has now entered the lobby. So we're up to 14 drivers. We normally have 15. Oh, we have got 15. So BX Royal and Platt for Life both in the lobby now. BX Royal sporting a different livery for this round. I think he's trying to make it look a little less like an angry bumblebee and more like a racing car. So 34.782 in the end there for Racing Green in this practice session. Alessandro is well up there as well on that 34.9. We've also got Yannick on a 34.9. I think Burton was also into the 34s. I think it was a mid 34. So yeah, definitely think it's going to be an interesting round. The fight is on between the top three. Not very many points separating Burton, Platt for Life and Racing Green. Also Alessandro not too far behind as well in 4th place, so let's see what Alessandro can do tonight. And Alessandro actually went 100th faster than Burton. As I say, Burton probably keeping his cards close to his chest, not wanting to show his true pace until the race. But then to be fair, he's not going to get an instant promotion to anywhere else. This is the final tier. The top tier in Aero League Racing's Gt7 Championship. So I believe this is qualifying now. Qualifying will begin. Racing Green's going to take us through the outlap, and we'll obviously check on board with everyone, see what cars they are sporting for the round. So everybody going all out, no fuel burning happening this week. And as the grid sorts itself out, we will go and check on board with everyone. Wait, we're not even at Suzuka, we're at Fuji. This is Mount Fuji. I put Suzuka in the title. So we're actually at Mount Fuji this week. Can definitely be an interesting one. As I say, this one can also throw up some good racing, as long as the weather doesn't come in, because then it can become very tricky. So Racing Green in the Audi R8. We've got Yannick in the Nissan GTR, Zico also in the Nissan GTR, McKenna in the GR Supra, BX Royal in the Suzuki VGT, as we're sliding it around that last turn, Kep in the Citroen. We've got Sam in the Mercedes, Ponzani in the BMW, Alessandro in the Jag. We've got Harry also in the Audi R8, Platt for Life also in the Citroen VGT. Burton, has Platt changed this livery? No, it's the same livery. So Burton in the BMW, Gojic in the Porsche, and that is the newer of the two Porsche. And then we have Seahill also in the newer of the two Porsches. Grippo in the Lamborghini. Curiously in the pits. Is he on a qualifying ban? So Yannick has managed to get past Racing Green. I wonder if Racing Green had a moment somewhere. He was at the head of the field. So Yannick will be the first person in fact to finish a fast lap and put a time on the board. Coming through the final sector now. very twisty sector, this last one. Also with some camber and elevation changes thrown in just for good measure. Through the final turn. He's actually put out a couple of attempts over Racing Green in the background there. Maybe Racing Green dipped out to try and get a bit of slipstream, but he's not going to be getting it from back there. So Yannick will cross the line, and it is going to be a 1:35.2, Racing Green 1:35.5, Zico up into the 1:35.029, McKenna comes across and he settles for 4th for the minute. BX Royal shuffling up the order, Sam up into 3rd place, kept down to 5th, Alessandro goes fastest, Harry 1:35.001 for Harry to put him up into provisional 2nd place. That he's dropped down to 3rd now as Lewis Burton does a 34.858. Only a couple of hundredths faster than Alessandro. It seems like Racing Green is still yet to find his feet. So I think everybody has finished their first flying lap. So after your first flying lap, Burton is on provisional pole, with Alessandro provisional 2nd place, Harry sat in 3rd, Zico 4th, Yannick 5th, Sam 6th, Kep 7th, Racing Green down in 8th, Hill in 9th, BX Royal is currently provisional 10th place, McKenna is 11th, we've got Godjic in 12th, Ponzani in 13th, Plat for Life in 14th, and Grippo, I think he's on a quali ban. Oh, that is definitely very sketchy indeed. Hopefully Lewis's connection is going to hold out for the race. Currently challenging for his first Tier 1 championship, but Racing Green managed to go 6 hundredths faster to take provisional pole away, which drops Burton currently down to 2nd place, but he's been putting in purple sectors, so will he retake that first place? And he does, 1:34.745, 5 hundredths faster than Racing Green, who's on a 1:34.796. I think Harry was hoping to pick up the slipstream there of Lewis. Alessandro's into the pits, provisional 3rd place for Alessandro. Harry still in 4th, Zico 5th, Yannick still in 6th, Sam in 7th, Kep in 8th, Hill in 9th, no improvement there, BX on an outlap, McKenna with half a second's penalty, Godjic goes in for a fresh set of tyres, Ponzani still currently provisional 13th, and Plat for Life all the way down in 14th. What is going on with Plat? So Lewis down through that split. We can see through that last corner there, that right-hander, very sketchy indeed. Hopefully that isn't going to cause any shenanigans during the race. So Racing Green is approaching the start finish. I think he's going to go into the pits and take on a fresh set of tyres, and he does. So who do we have coming up to the start finish? We have, it's McKenna. Oh, McKenna into the pits, and who was that behind? I can't remember. Yannick, was it? Was it Yannick? No, it wasn't Yannick. It was in fact Sam. Sam improving up to 6th place. Yannick into the pits. No. Stays out. Doesn't improve. So we've got Hill up ahead with half a second's penalty. Then we have Kep. Who was that ahead of him though? That was Alessandro in the Jag. Alessandro, provisional 3rd place, Kep down to 9th now. Oh, Plat for Life at the end there, stealing provisional pole away from Burton, 1/10 faster. Burton now on an outlap, he's got to try and improve if he wants to start on pole. Plat for Life putting in a purple sector once again. Maybe he's just trying to get rid of some of the fuel before he put in a decent lap. So currently, Plat for Life on pole, Burton in second, Racing Green third, Alessandro provisional fourth, Harry fifth, Zico sixth, Sam seventh, Ponzani eighth, Yannick provisional ninth, Keb in 10th, Hill 11th, BX Royal 12th, McKenna 13th, Gogic 14th. Oh, it's like Plat for Life maybe. Also having a little bit of the lag within the lobby. So we've seen a couple of drivers affected by it this evening. It seems like Plat for Life's actually settled down now. Definitely through that right-hander again, the one that we saw. It's quite bad for Lewis. Seemed to be through there. These three cars all in a train now. Lewis going to be looking to try and improve. I know he's on an out lap. He's going to be starting a fast lap now. He's got Kep right on his bumper though. Hopefully Kep not also on a lap. Oh, as Kep just drives off the track there. Oh, he's lost a rip. Kep into the barrier. That was unlucky. I think the dirty air following that closely to Lewis and just messed him up a bit. We're going to wait for a split and then we'll check in with everybody else. So you can see there, look, that definitely some instability issues. It's actually purple through that sector, so maybe he will make an improvement on this lap. Is it going to be enough to take pole away from Plat? We'll have to wait and see. At the moment, getting the tow from his teammate ahead, Ponzani. Ponzani currently sat provisional 9th. Oh, big moment there from Lewis. I think that's lost him a 10th or two. So Ponzani up to 6th, and Lewis does take the pole position away from Plat for Life, 134.444. Goes a 10th faster, so it looks like Plat for Life's going to have to settle for 2nd place on the grid. Zico managed to take 3rd at the end there, GG Zico. Racing Green down to 4th, Harry starts in 5th, Alessandro 6th. Gogic improves up to 7th. Ponzani will start in 8th, Yannick 9th, Sam 10th, BX starts in 11th place, Kep in 12th, Hill will start in 13th, McKenna 14th, and Grippo will start in 15th place. So everybody, it looks like everybody into the 34s, that's insane. So 34s all the way down to P8, and then we have 35s all the way through the rest of the grid. So very, very close qualifying session once again. So I think it's going to be a very close race. Hopefully we're not going to see too many incidents on track. We'll try and join the guys on track in just a second. For the first race of the evening. Just waiting for the first race of the evening to begin. Not sure what the delay is. This is where it's bugged out for me and everybody's actually on track and just started the race. The results once again though, Burton lines up on pole, Platt for Life in second place, Zico in third, Racing Green fourth, Harry starts in fifth, Alessandro in sixth, Godzik in seventh, Ponzani in eighth, Yannick will start in ninth, Sam in 10th, BX in 11th, Kep in 12th, Hill in 13th, McKenna 14th and Grippo starts in 15th place. So here we go. So, Burton lines up on pole with Platt for Life next to him there in second. Zico starts in third, Racing Green in fourth place. The klaxon sounded there off. Burton moves over to try and cover off Platt for Life, but Platt for Life getting a really good getaway there. The Citroen very good off the line. He's taken that position already. Also loses out of place to Zico there. The GTR moves ahead into turn one. Lewis still on the inside there though. Alessandro trying to find his way through as well. A lot of cars going a little bit wide in the background there. I think that was Hill almost losing the rear of the Porsche. So Burton manages to keep that position to Zico. Zico's there in third place. Alessandro now in fourth. Racing Green got a really bad getaway from the start there. Down in fifth place. Sam now in sixth. Harry's there in seventh. So Harry losing a few positions off the line as well. Oh, Godzik and Ponzani. Godzik sporting the learner driver stickers on his car. Are we going to see a move come from Ponzani? No, not that time round. Oh wait, so this is the short variation as well. Not sure why we're on the short variation, but that's something I didn't pick up with at the start. I was Platt for Life picks up a whole second's worth of penalty. That is going to drop him surely back behind Burton. Maybe even into the clutches of Zico in third place. Whoa, Platt for Life. Almost got chewed up and spat out there. Burton manages to get the move done. Zico's going to try and follow through as well. Don't think Zico... Oh, has Zico got the momentum. He has a look now into turn one. Who's going to be later on the brakes? We have the Citroen and the GTR side by side now. Who's going to come out ahead? Zico looking like he's going to get a position, but Platt for Life has grabbed the inside for this next left-hander. And Platt for Life manages to get a move done once again on Zico, but Zico has the inside for this one. Platt for Life offline there, almost losing the position to Alessandro. Alessandro waiting in the wings there, waiting for his opportunity to pick up the pieces. We have Racing Green not far behind Alessandro. Alessandro trying to have a cheeky look up the inside there of Platt for Life. Platt for Life looked like he's on the back foot at the moment. Top five all still very in touch with each other. In fact, the whole field all still very close indeed. And Grippo has come from 15th place all the way to 10th already. We're only on lap 2 now. So Grippo flying at the moment. And we have BX still there in 11th place, and Yannick is 12th, Godzik 13th, McKenna 14th, and Hill down in 15th now. So back at the front, Lewis trying to get away now from the rest of the pack. We have Platt for Life pushing Zico along the start finish. Doesn't want to lose touch with Burton up ahead in first place. Somebody into the pits. Why have we got somebody in the pits? Welcome along, Fat Van. Nice to have you on board, buddy. Yeah, Grippo's absolutely flying at the moment in that Lamborghini. As Platt for Life does get a move done on Zico into turn one, it gets it sewn up. You can just see Burton jiggling about a little bit ahead. Maybe that's... You've got to be confident with an overtake when the car ahead is skitting about as it is. Zico not giving up the ghost yet, still well and truly pushing Plat for Life along. I think we may see a return move coming in the next couple of corners. And yeah, very, very close race throughout the field so far. No noticeable gaps really opening up as yet. Everybody's still well within the train. In fact, I think the biggest gap is between Grippo and BX Royal. BX Royal has picked up half a second's penalty as well. That's going to drop him behind Yannick, just not having a very good outing around Mount Fuji at the moment. So Burton covers off the inside. Plat for Life's going to have a look the long way round. Is he going to be able to get past before the braking zone? And in fact, no, he doesn't. I think Lewis just later on the brakes there. Plat for Life is going to look for the cutback. And he does manage to cut back alongside Burton on the exit there of turn 1. We're approaching turn 2 now. The left-hander, and Plat for Life sews that position up, back up into the lead of the race for Plat for Life. Lewis maybe has his work cut out for him now, and we can see a straggler. Whoever that was who went into the pits is some way off the back of the pack now. I'm not sure who that was. We'll check in with them in just a second and see what the issue was. Zico 6/10 off the back of Lewis now, under the attention of Alessandro. Alessandro is still unable to make his way through in the Jaguar, but he's keeping Racing Green at bay there in 5th place. And ideally he wants to finish ahead of Racing Green because he wants to try and take that 3rd place away from him in the standings. We've got Sam now in 6th, not far off the back of Green. Harry, after losing a couple of positions off the start, he still stayed there steady in 7th place, keeping Ponzani behind him in the M6. And then we have Kevin Grippo. Grippo looking for the move now up the inside into turn 1. He's going to get it done before the braking zone. That Citroen just very good in a straight line, isn't it? I don't think he can get past with the power of the Lamborghini. He's just going to have to be better on the brakes. He's got the inside line and does get a move done, but can get the cut back here. Not quite got the line for it. Grippo has covered him off. And up into 9th place. Kept now down to 10th, but still hanging off the rear bumper of that Lamborghini. Yannick is there in 11th, VX now in 12th, McKenna is 13th, we've got Hill in 14th. Hill looking for the move around the sweeping right-hander. I think he's got it done. But McKenna comes back through the left, retakes that 13th place. Hill down to 14th once again, but looking to try and come back around the outside here. We haven't got the hard braking zone for the hairpin, or what would normally be the hairpin in this short variation of the Fuji circuit. And Hill through the final turn there, up the inside, tiny bit of contact there. That did force McKenna a little bit out wide. But we can see there's definitely some netcode issues with McKenna at the moment, as there is with Lewis. So it's good, Gojic. Not sure what happened to Gojic. He had a really good start, but maybe he had the wrong tyres on. I didn't quite see what he was on at the start. Maybe decided to get rid of them for a set of softs. Plat for Life, however, still in the lead of the race at the moment. He's pulled out 7/10 over Burton. Maybe Burton trying to save his tyres for a late push. Perhaps he's letting Plat for Life work them tyres more at the moment, trying to create a bit of a gap so that, in theory, Lewis should have better tyres towards the end. We're on lap 6 of 10 now, only 4 to go. About 3.5 actually now. Alessandro. Oh, Zico. Zico is up there, wasn't he? He's lost 2 places, down to 5th place. Alessandro up into 3rd. Alessandro still being hounded by the Audi R8 of Racing Green. And Burton has now started pushing once again, well and truly onto the back of the Citroen. Oh, Platform Life sliding it through that last right-hander. The top two well and truly locked in battle still. Platform Life unable to break the toe to Lewis. Are we going to see a move come from Lewis into turn one? Platform Life tries to break the toe. He's also covering off that inside line. He's not going to make it easy. And then we see Green and Alessandro in the background there. Is Green going to get a move into turn one? He's alongside, up the inside he goes. Zico's going to try and come back as well. So Green finally manages to take that position away from Alessandro. Alessandro down to fourth place, Green up to third. Zico's there in fifth. Sam holding on to sixth. Grippo is up to seventh. Carbon his way through the field at the moment. Ponzani's there in eighth. We have Kep in ninth place. Yannick in no man's land in 10th. BX Royals there in 11th. We've got Harry now in 12th. Wham to Harry! Such a good qualifier from Harry. Just had a really bad start and finds himself down in 12th place now. We have Hill in 13th, McKenna's 14th, and Godjic still yet to find his way onto the back of the pack. I think he is starting to reel him in slowly, but through the final sector for the top two. Gets a little bit sketchy up at the front there for Platform Life. He's managed to pull a couple of temps though over Burton. I think Burton also having a little bit of a sketchy final sector there. Maybe starting to feel the effects of the tyre wear for both drivers. And in fact, the Citroen looks like it's definitely been working on tyres a lot more than the BMW. The BMW's tyres look a lot better at this stage. And we see Zico having a wild look in the background there as Grippo tries to go up the inside of Sam. And he gets it done. A bit of a forceful move there from Grippo. Can't see any damage on the side of his car though, so I think he definitely got the car slowed down enough. Sam just left a gap big enough for him to be able to get that Lamborghini through. As Ponzani up the inside now of Kep, through the left-hander. Kep absolutely pushing him along now. What is Grippo doing? Grippo almost onto the back of Zico now in the Lamborghini. Zico obviously in the GTR. Zico was quite close, wasn't he, to Alessandro coming down the start finish on the previous lap. We saw him have that wild pull out to the inside, but wasn't quite close enough to go for a late lunge, so he thought better of it. Chucked it back in the slipstream, lived to fight another day. Is he going to be close enough this time around, or is he going to be under the attention of Grippo? I think Grippo maybe senses an opportunity. No, he's not quite close enough that time round. Zico, an animal on the brakes. And that has helped him out there. He's going to have to cover off the inside here though, surely. In fact, he doesn't. So yeah, Grippo thinking better of a move into the left-hander. Off turn two. On Zico has he gone a bit deep there? That's allowed Grippo alongside now. Oh, and Zico's tyres have died an absolute death. He's going to be struggling at the moment to try and keep that Lamborghini behind him. Still aided at the moment by Alessandro ahead, but he's going to lose that slipstream soon. Oh, as Grippo does manage to find his way up the inside, Zico's going to have the inside for the final turn. Grippo is going to have to try and look for the switchback. Didn't quite have the line for it. So I think we're going to see another attempt come into turn one. We can see Lewis and Plat for Life still battling up ahead. We'll go and check back on board with them two in just a sec. I think we see the Citroen off. I think it was Kep having a go. Having a look on Ponzani in the background. So Grippo is alongside. He's going to sew it up this time round. Does get squeezed a little bit by Zico. Manages to get the move sewn up though. Zico down to 6th now. Can he come back through turn 2? Not in that lap. And this is now the final lap. So Kep did get the move done on Ponzani. Yannick's there in 10th. We have BX in 11th. Harry is in 12th. Hill 13th with half a second's penalty. McKenna all the way down in 14th, and he looks like he's having a bit of a sketchy outing, isn't he? Gorgic just couldn't find his way back into the race. Is he stopped for another pit? Not sure if he stopped for another pit. So the last lap battle between the top two. Lewis tries to find his way past Plat for Life. Plat for Life is being a very tricky customer indeed, not giving Lewis an opportunity. Oh no, there he comes through the final turn. Lewis, he's going to take the lead of the race. It's going to be a drag race now to the start finish. Plat for Life still ahead by a 10th. Lewis managed to get a move done, but Plat for Life half a second. That's going to put Lewis up into first place. He takes the checkered flag. Lewis finishing in first in the end. Plat for Life second, Racing Green third, Alessandro fourth, Grippo was fifth, Zico in sixth, Sam seventh, Ponzani eighth, Kep ninth, Yannick 10th. BX 11th, Harry will finish in 12th. Hill is going to bring it home in 13th. We have McKenna. His front left tyre is about to leave the chat. He finishes in 14th place. And Gojic, last but not least, will take the 15th slot. I think maybe just struggling a little bit with tyre wear there was Gojic. Well, that was it, guys, and what a crazy battle that was towards the end there. I thought Lewis had got it sewn up, but then Plat for Life managed to come back through, but then because he went off track, he got the half a second's penalty. That is unlucky. That is super unlucky. So the results once again, Burton finishing in first place due to the half a second penalty, which actually turned into a second at the end there for Plat for Life. Plat for Life taking the fastest lap. They won 34.5. Green finished in third. We had Alessandro in fourth. Grippo was fifth. Zico sixth. Sam seventh. Ponzani eighth. Kep was ninth. Yannick was 10th. BX 11th. Harry 12th. Hill 13th. McKenna 14th. And Gojic finished in 15th. So your reverse top 10 grid for the feature race and the final race of the evening puts Yannick on pole, with Kep lining up in second place. Ponzani will start in third with Sam in fourth, Zico fifth, Grippo in sixth, Alessandro seventh, Racing Green eighth, Plat for Life ninth. Burton starts in 10th place. Then we have BX in 11th, Harry 12th, Hill 13th, McKenna 14th, and Gojic starts in 15th.
With tears of joy.
Sometimes that's all it takes, isn't it? Being a little bit patient, and then you just sometimes find your opportunity towards the end of the race, as you did there, Lewis. So GG's, mate. And also, obviously, aided by Plat's penalty at the end. I think if he didn't have that penalty, I think he would have pipped you to the line. To be fair. But it does make for good racing, doesn't it? That was definitely an exciting finish to that first race. Which is what we like to see. It's what the people come here to see, the fans.
Forced him to a penalty, so it was perfect. Didn't expect it to live.
Yeah, it was good. So we have got some custom weather. Oh no. Oh no.
Chuffed with that. I'll struggle a lot in the next race with hard tires, and then sits loudly crying.
Yeah, but if you looked at the conditions there, Lewis, it looks like you may have some weather coming in. I've not got the weather forecast here, but it does look very dingy on track. Now, I don't know if you guys have got the inside info, but is it going to be a wet race? Because at the moment, it looks like it might get a little bit moist.
No, clear so far.
Okay.
Nothing on radar.
Nothing on the radar. Okay, well that's all good. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully we've got a dry one for this second race. Obviously a bit of rain would definitely spice things up a little bit. What a drive from Grippo there as well. Grippo was absolutely flying, wasn't he? Starting at the back. Harry wants a PP break. No, Harry. Why haven't you got a piss bucket? If you haven't got a piss bucket, you're not a proper gamer. So I believe Harry is back from his PP break, so we're just waiting for the second race to begin. So let's have a look at the tyre choices of the people on track. So it looks like Sam maybe opted for hards in first, then McKenna also on the hards, Zico's on hards, we've got Alessandro on hards, Yannick on hard. Well, it looks like everybody but Green, Grippo, BX all on hards at the moment. I think BX wants to change them. Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't want to change it. Perhaps he's going to go for the softs in the first in. Yeah, definitely a little bit of instability with McKenna still. Making the most of this free practice session before the main event. big slide there from Alessandro. I think we're going to see a lot of that on the hards in the feature. So we've had the message from Green starting soon. Who is lining up on pole? Is it Yannick? Oh, Zika. So yeah, in fact, so Yannick does line up on pole for the feature race, with Kep there in second place. Ponzani starts in third, Sam in fourth. Yannick will lead the cars down to turn one for the first time in this feature race. Obviously a rolling start as always. Klaxon sounded there off. Yannick trying to break the toe already. I think we're going to see a lot of this come down. Yeah, the field's starting to snake down into turn one. Yannick keeps the lead for the minute, but Kep, it looked like he had a very good line there for the switchback, but wasn't quite close enough to be able to pull it off. But he's got a good run here coming up to turn two. Yannick still in the lead of the race though. Kep still there in second place. I don't think we've got any moves being made in the background. Even Ponzani's there in third, Sam in fourth, Alessandro fifth, Zico sixth, Plat for Life seventh. So wait, Plat for Life has made up a few positions already. Oh no, he gets tagged by BX Royal. He's managed to keep the car going. BX Royal's had to back out. He's lost 2-3 positions now, all the way down into 11th place for BX Royal. He's surely going to lose that position to Hill as well. Hill on the outside now. He's going to be on the outside for this next right-hander. So BX Royal does move ahead once again. I think that was BX Royal just getting caught out under braking there. As Grifo looks for the move against Harry. Harry fighting back though. Oh, Godzic trying to get up in the mix there as well. It looks like he's going to get the move on Harry, but goes into the back of Grifo through the final turn, which has aided Grifo, but didn't help him too much. He's now got McKenna still right on his bumper. So Kep looking for the move now on Yannick, looking to take the lead of the race. He moves ahead momentarily. They're still going to be side by side coming into turn one. No, actually Kep gets ahead before turn one and outbrakes himself. Kep is off the track. He's going to have to watch that rejoin. Almost into the path of Ponzani there. Alessandro's going to have a look up the inside. Kep really caught slipping there. Oh no, there's a... Oh, the three of them had a coming together. Ponzani drops all the way down to 10th place now. Godzic has managed to get past Grippo. Can he get past Ponzani? Looks like Ponzani just moving out the way there to let everyone through. So Ponzani and Grippo move through. He's going to lose the position now to Harry as well. Harry up to 13th, Grippo 12th, Godzic up to 11th. Then we have Hill following Burton. Oh no, it was that Kep. I don't know if Kep received a tap there, but he went off track. Managed to rejoin Lewis. Lewis in danger of losing that position to Hill. Hill slides up the inside, up into 8th place. Burton's down to 9th. He said he was going to struggle on the hards with the BMW. He definitely looks like he's struggling at the moment. BX Royal is up to 7th place. Green is there in 6th. We've got Sam now in 5th. Plat for Life has managed to make his way through to 4th. Starting to try and challenge Zico for that 3rd place. And Plat for Life does get the move. Zico comes alongside though on the exit. but Plat for Life is going to sew up that third position. Can Zico have a move into 2? I don't think he's close enough. And he wasn't, in fact, close enough that time round. Plat for Life, oh, a bit of a wide line through that last turn. Zico almost getting a move back, getting a position back. So Yannick, Yannick's still there in first place. He's got 1.6 seconds now over Alessandro. Also running the hard tyre. Alessandro doing really well at the moment to keep the rest of the field behind him, but he's got a nice bit of breathing space over Plat for Life at this stage. Plat for Life still not into that slipstream range. Alessandro ideally needs to try and get onto the back of Yannick once again. That'll aid him in his attempts to try and get away from the rest of the field, but at the moment Plat for Life looking very strong in the Citroen. He's pulled out a couple of attempts already over Zico there in 4th place. Then we have BX Royal going for a move against Sam up the inside. Oh, and they're going to be 3 wide into turn 1, 3 into 1 does not go, as we saw on a lap previous. Ponzani coming out worse out of that. BX moves up into 4th place, gets the move sewn up. Zico is down to 6th. Sam moves through into 5th, so Zico's there in 6th. We've got Green now in 7th. Hill is there in 8th. We've got Burton, has managed to find his way back to 9th. Kep is 10th. Grippo 11th. Harry 13th. Ponzani 14th. And Gojic finds himself all the way down in 14th yet again. So I'm not sure if there was a moment somewhere and he decided to back out and give the advantage back to the other drivers. We saw, I think it was Grippo put in the chat, nice, thanks for the clean driving or something, so maybe there was a little bit of a coming together between them two guys, but he's actually got half a second's penalty as well, so that is going to drop him behind McKenna at this stage. But showing good sportsmanship, if that is the case, that he's backed off and given back the advantage. Obviously you don't really want any incidents in racing, but they do happen. So Alessandro has managed to start reeling Yannick back in. He's going to be slipping into that slipstream range in a couple of corners, I would imagine. That could indeed be the strat, Jensen. I think the softs do last a reasonable amount of time around here, but it could also well be hards mediums. So Plat for Life chasing down Alessandro in 2nd place. He still can't close that gap though. It was around the 2nd before, so he's closed it down a couple of attempts, but he has got BX Royal. BX Royal in the Angry Bumblebee, ready for battle. Also on the racing softs and trying to put him to good use at the moment, trying to make his way through the pack. He's definitely made up a few positions already. Is it possible to go soft hard? It would definitely be an interesting one. We're on lap 5 now. And his tyres actually not looking too bad, so the softs are doing quite well at the moment. Sam still holding on to 5th place at the moment. Zico's there in 6th. Racing Green still able to find his way through in the Audi. Stuck at the moment in 7th place. Maybe trying to look after his tyres a little bit. Maybe go for a bit longer than some of the guys around him. The 2 cars ahead looked a little bit sketchy through that last right-hander. Oh, do you reckon BX can do 10 laps? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see when he pits on them softs, or pits to get rid of them softs. Definitely be an interesting one. He's the only person at the moment on the soft compound. So Burton up to 8th. We have we have Hill there in 9th. Kep there in 10th with Grippo 11th. And we have Ponzani, McKenna, Gojic and Harry. Gojic very close here. Oh, we're going to see a move come into turn 1. He's thought better of it that time round. Maybe looking for the cutback. Looking for the better exit out of turn 1. maybe trying to put the pressure on into turn 2. McKenna looks like he's trying to cover off the inside. Or it did look like he was trying to cover off the inside early doors, but... maybe Gojik just not too confident on the hards. And Harry has lost some time to the rest of the field now, 8.7 seconds. So Yannick still in the lead of the race. But Alessandro, Platt for Life and BX Royal. Oh, as BX Royal goes a little bit deep there. Has he got away with it? Hopefully he's not going to pick up half a second there. Platt for Life closer than ever though to Alessandro now, really starting to put the pressure on to the Jaguar driver. And half the tyres on the GTR just died a bit of a death. Yannick was driving away at the start, wasn't he? Yeah, it's crazy. He was driving away at the start. He had 1.7 seconds over Alessandro. I don't know if he's had a moment somewhere, if them tyres just aren't working on the GTR. He's had to cover off that inside line. Yeah, the tyres, yeah, he's lost a bit of time now, hasn't he, as BX. Oh, and Alessandro takes the lead of the race from Yannick. Platt for Life wanted to try and do it, didn't he? But Alessandro's got it sewn up. Platt for Life stuck behind that GTR. The GTR now trying to come back alongside the Jaguar. The Jaguar's going to have the inside for turn 2. Alessandro, can he try and drive away from the rest of the field? We saw Yannick start to do it at the start of the race. But I think then his tyres just started dying a bit of a death. Well, what can Alessandro do here? He's got the advantage, he's got the clean air. And BX Royal, we said we thought the BX Royal's tyres were dying, but he's definitely crept well back onto the back of Platt for Life once again. He's definitely going to be feeling the effects of that tyre weather, isn't he? And I think through that left-hander, that little Suzuki just becomes a little bit unweighted, doesn't it? We almost saw the right-hand tyres, or the driver's side tyres, lifting off the circuit. That was crazy. When are we going to see him go into the pits? So we're on lap 7 now, start of lap 8. Looks like BX is staying out. Everybody covering the inside. Alessandro has a couple of attempts now over Yannick. Yannick getting pushed along by Platt in the Citroen. Platt does pull out, has a look up the inside into turn 1. He's going to be the later of the breakers, and he is. Gets the move sewn up into second place now for Platt for Life. Free to start trying to put the pressure onto Alessandro. Top 4 very close indeed. I think in the next lap or 2 BX will be going into the pits to take on a fresh set of tyres. But look at him go, he's doing so well to stick with the top 3 at the moment. So oh, it was, wasn't it, James? Have you just watched the first race? Yeah, what a crazy finish that was. That was so unlucky for Platt to get that penalty at the end there. But GG's to Lewis for keeping the pressure on all the way through the race. Just played the patient game, waited for his opportunity, and he managed to get it done. I think it would have been, yeah, definitely would have been a photo finish over the line, but Platt had that half a second's penalty, which turned into a second. Oh, where's BX? So BX into the pits now on lap 8. What tyres is he going to re-emerge on, and where will he come out? Is that going to set off a chain reaction? Is anybody else going to go in? I don't think we've got anyone else on a softer compound tyre. I think we've got a couple of medium runners. At the moment, Alessandro out on the hards, trying to pull away from Platt for Life, but unsuccessfully so far. I think so. I think he'll probably go onto the hards, potentially, unless he's going to do a medium and then go onto softs again at the end.
Sorry, just realised how far behind I was.
Oh, that's alright, James. Yes, no worries, buddy. It's all good. And welcome along as well. Nice to have you on board, dude. Always good to have people supporting the stream. So Yannick led the race for so long, didn't he? Had a really good getaway at the start. Started driving away from the field, but I think his tyres just started to die a bit of a death. Had a couple of little moments maybe somewhere which allowed Alessandro to reel him back in. But Plat for Life really starting to put the pressure on to the Jag up ahead. And it looks like he's saved his tyres a little bit better in this second race. Definitely hasn't been working him as hard. Is he going to be able to get a move here? Is this the lap we're going to see the move come? We're going to have to check in with everyone else very shortly, but we've been trying to focus on the battle at the front. We're going to have to check where BX Royal is as well. So BX Royal took the fastest lap, 35.9 for BX Royal. So Alessandro covers off the inside, very late move there. Platt gets shown the long way round. Doesn't manage to capitalise on it. I think he's starting to feel the tyre wear now as well. He's had a couple of little skittish moments through a couple of the turns. A little bit of the car has started to slide. But definitely keeping Alessandro honest at the moment. I think Alessandro is trying all he can to try and break the toe. Try as he might, still unable to do so. Oh no, Alessandro in danger now of losing that position. He had a little bit of a sketchy last sector, which looked like Platt was going to get the move done, but still unable to find his way through. So Alessandro not covering off the inside this time round. Platt's going to look to take the lead of the race, and he does move up into first place. Maybe Alessandro just fancied to follow for a little bit. He's been chased for so many laps now. Thought we just let Platt take the lead and damage his tyres a bit more. So, on lap 11 of 25, slowly approaching lap 12, we have Platt for Life in first place. Alessandro still there in second. He's only just lost the lead of the race. Yannick now in third. He started on pole. Green is up to fourth. We have Sam there in fifth place. Zico in sixth. Burton is now in seventh. We got Grippo in 8th place, Ponzani's in 9th, Godjic has managed to find his way back through to 10th, McKenna's 11th, we got Harry in 12th, Hill is in 13th, Kep in 14th, and BX Royal, he is actually out on a set of medium, so maybe he's going to go medium soft again. So as Jensen said, I'm not sure he's going to be able to take them mediums for 17 laps. It's a very long stint on a set of mediums. So it looked like Platt for Life trying to cover off the inside. Alessandro was never close enough that time round to go for a move at the inside. He has closed the gap once again though. But the tyres on that Jag definitely do look a lot worse than the ones on the Citroen. So halfway through this feature race now. the background, we've got Burton looking for the move now on Zico. Sam is there in 5th place. We have 6th place Zico and 7th place Burton at the moment. Drives right up onto the bumper of the GTR. In fact, looks like these three all connected by a magnet at the moment. Definitely see some twitching from Zico and Lewis through that final turn. Not sure if that's the lobby or... So Burton peels off into the pits. Plat for Life has gone in as well, so that is what... And green. Yeah, there was only one choice there that he had to follow in, really, didn't he? He had to have an answer for Plat for Life and green. Both drivers going for the undercuts. Alessandro in free air now, 1.4 seconds ahead of Yannick. What can he do here? Can he stretch this first stint? The guys behind him are going to be on the faster tyres, but he's going to be on younger tyres once he decides to finally take on a fresher set. So that should pay off for him in the dying stages of this feature race. He's got 1.3 seconds over Yannick. Yannick has 3.1 seconds over Sam. Only 4 attempts back to Zico from Sam. Zico has 1.1 seconds over Grippo, who's also stayed out. Ponzani up to 6th. Gojic up to 7th. McKenna is up to 8th. Hill is up to 9th. So Racing Green on a fresh set of mediums. Actually not far behind Hill. Green somehow jumping Plat in the pits. Burton. Wait. Yeah, he's taking on a lot less fuel. Burton 6.1 seconds off the back of Plat. So Alessandro, and yeah, I thought Alessandro was going to go for a lot longer than that. He's decided to go in on lap 13. Start lap 14. BX Royal back up to 13th place now. Harry's there in 14th. Kep all the way down in 15th. So everybody else behind, it looks like. So in fact Sam and McKenna have stayed out. Sam up into the lead of the race. McKenna up into 2nd place. Hill stayed out as well. He's up into 3rd place. You can see the guys who have just pit coming out of the pits now. That's Yannick, Alessandro and Zico, 6th, 7th and 8th. Coming out just behind Racing Green and Plat. They're definitely going to have the grip advantage, only by a lap or two, but can be worth its weight in gold. It's interesting to see the different fueling strategies. So some people opt in for more fuel, some people opt in for less. So I wonder if the guys that have gone for less fuel are going to be going for another stop towards the end. Sam with 50.3 seconds. Oh, massive slide there through the final turn. Oh, wow, how did he hold that? I don't know how he held that. That was a great save there, Sam. I thought he was going to send it into the barrier. So McKenna, will he follow Sam into the pits? I would imagine he will. Or does he want to become new race leader? In fact, it looks like McKenna... Oh no, is he into the pits? Yeah, he is into the pits. So Racing Green up into the lead of the race. Plat for Life up to 2nd place. Yannick back to 3rd. Alessandro 4th. Zico 5th. Burton 6th. How long can Racing Green keep that Audi in 1st place for? He's on a fresh set of medium tyres, as is Plat for Life. I think everybody probably is on a fresh set of mediums now. Apart from BX Royal, who went for that very, very early pit stop. I think we may see him on another set of softs at some stage. Plaid for Life definitely closing up to the back of that Audi in the Citroen. We're going to see Platt challenge for the lead of the race into turn 1 on lap 15. That's going to be the start of lap 16 actually. Not close enough, it doesn't look like on this occasion. And he's not, but he will close that gap. So Yannick and Alessandro started to put the pressure onto Yannick in the GTR. We managed to, well, in fact, Yannick looks like he's managed to undercut Alessandro in the pits somehow, probably taking on less fuel. It looks like Alessandro's definitely got more fuel on board. But it's not cost him too much. He's still definitely in that slipstream and should be able to start trying to set a move up in the next couple of laps. Zico not far off the back of him as well. Can he catch up to Alessandro and start aiding his teammate? Burton on a fresh set of mediums now. What can he do on the mediums? He wasn't feeling confident on the hards, but I think the mediums definitely a better tyre. Sam managed to stay just ahead of Grippo for the minute. He was up to 6th or 5th, wasn't he? That might have been courtesy of the pit stops though. Out on a fresh set of tyres now. Can he keep Grippo at bay in the Lamborghini? Oh, and Alessandro gets the move done on Yannick. Through turn 1, later on the brakes there. Too busy focusing on this battle here, 7th and 8th. Trying to make sure we get everybody in to the string. Ponzani currently running in no man's land, 5.8 seconds off the back of Grippo. He finds himself 2.6 seconds ahead of BX Royal. BX Royal, who's found his way up to 10th place, but them mediums are definitely not going to go the distance, are they? He's under pressure now from Gojic. Gojic making his debut in this round. Gojic really starting to put the pressure on now in the Porsche. Through the final turn. And are we going to see a move here? Look at that little Suzuki go though. How is it staying ahead of the Porsche? I don't know. Obviously Gojic is well and truly in the slip. And they're both definitely starting to catch Ponzani up ahead in 9th place. But yeah, I wonder if BX has got another pit stop on the cards. Perhaps he'll be going in to take on a fresh set of softs. Definitely looks like he's going to lose that position to Gojic in the Porsche. Gojic pulls alongside now momentarily. BX moves back ahead. I think Gojic with the younger tyres definitely has the pace advantage at the moment, but he's biding his time. He's trying to play the patient game away from an opportunity to be able to get the move done cleanly. I think maybe there was a couple of instances in the first race and he's decided to try and keep it a little bit cleaner this time. I think we did see a message from Garippo at one stage. But he has, in his favour, he has got the learner driver stickers on his car, so you know, he is letting everyone know that he's a learner. And he's going to have a look up the inside, is he? Not quite close enough. BX was later on the brakes that time round, but he's got a better exit through turn 1. Pulls alongside, pulls ahead momentarily. BX has got the inside for turn 2. BX retakes the position. I think these two are just going to be swapping positions for the next couple of laps. You would presume as Gojic almost pulls alongside BX once again through the sweeping right-hander. Just seems like the Porsche has superior exiting speed at the moment. But what it lacks in straight line, the little Suzuki is, yeah, very good through the turns. Oh, Gojic seizes his opportunity through the left-hander, pulls alongside once again, and BX is going to be on the inside for the final turn. Gojic's going to have to try and set up a switchback or a cutback. And couldn't quite do it again on that occasion. So BX still in 10th place, still with 5.1 seconds up ahead to Ponzani, who is now 6.4 seconds off the back of Sam, who has been passed by Grippo. Grippo up into 7th place now. Grippo is going to try and set his sights on Burton up ahead, as he has a bit of a moment on the exit there of turn 1, which allowed Sam back now alongside. Is Sam going to be able to retake that position? Momentarily up into 7th place. Grippo keeps his nose in through the left-hander. Definitely, again, a very robust move there. Sam picks up half a second. Why did Sam get half a second? That's some BS. I'm not sure what that is. That's just Polyphony and Gt7 being a dick as always. So Burton still there in 6th place, still 4.2 seconds up ahead to Zico. Can he reel Zico in? I think the mediums are going to go to the end now. He's only got another 5 laps to go. What the? Only got another 5 laps to go on him, but we're going to come off of that at the moment because it wasn't very pretty to look at. Apologies, Lewis, but yeah, it's not great when you see the cars lagging like they do. But that is obviously, as we know, just netcode within GT7. They never seem to get it right. Zico chasing his teammate down now. Zico currently 5th place, his teammate is 4th. Looks like they're both on equal tyres at the moment. Zico looked like he was going to have a cheeky look at the inside, but was never close enough. Still 4th and 5th for the GTRs. Alessandro currently finding himself on the 3rd slot of the podium. Can he keep it there though? He just lost out last week, didn't he? By a gnat's whisker. He is looking good for it at the moment. Platform Life has managed to pull right onto the back of Racing Green in first place. There's only 3 attempts in it. Is he going to wait until the final lap to seize the opportunity to take the lead of the race? Currently got the fastest lap as well, 1:35.3 for Platform Life. Green has got his work out, it looks like, to keep the Citroen driver behind him. Covers off the inside line into turn 1. Oh, and almost gets it done. Platform Life alongside once again. Racing Green is going to cover off the inside into turn 2. Yeah, Platform Life never going to be able to make it around the outside there. He's got to try and keep the pressure on through this next lap. I wonder whose tyres are going to go first. Oh, Platform Life, a big moment there. It didn't cost him too much time though. He managed to keep that car going as well. There's still only 3 attempts between the top 2. Alessandro with a nice bit of breathing space over Yannick back in 4th place. Yannick has managed to pull a couple of attempts over teammate Zico. Burton, try as he might, just hasn't been able to reel the other guys back in. Oh, what the... But doing a very good job of eating into that time, because it was around 4 seconds before. It's now down to 3.3 and he can definitely see the top 5 ahead of him. So Grippo has made it up to 7th, Sam is there in 8th, Ponzani now 9th, Gojic is 10th, BX is down in 11th, Harry is 12th. We've got McKenna and Hill in the background there having a bit of a battle for 13th. And Hill up the inside through the final turn. Moves up into 13th place momentarily. McKenna well within that slipstream though. Going to be absolutely pushing him along down to turn 1. Hill covers off the inside. McKenna's going to get shown the long way round. Is he going to be able to get a move or retake that position? Oh, and that was a prime example of how you do it. Side by side through turn 1. Plenty of space given. GG's to these two. Hill keeps the position for the minute. And Kep finds himself all the way down in 15th. 16 seconds. Why is Kep so far behind? So back on board with the leader, still ahead of Platform Life is Racing Green. Alessandro still with that nice bit of breathing space over Yannick back in 4th. We're going to have to stay on board with these two guys for the minute though. Is that a little bit early for the fuel indicator to come on? Platform, oh what the, that's the pit lane, you can't go there! Manages to get a move done, but he's driven off the track! Platt, what are you doing? He loses the position to Alessandro up into 2nd place! Racing Green, has he got enough fuel to finish the race though? Lap 24 now, 25, it's going to be touch and go come the end. Alessandro's definitely got plenty of fuel left in that car. He finds himself ahead now of Platform Life. Platform Life is down to 3rd. I don't know what happened there. I think he went to go up the inside. I think Racing Green covered the inside off and then he had nowhere to go but to try and come back onto the outside, and it just, I think it unsettled the car. Couldn't quite brake in time and ended up going really deep. That is unlucky, Platt. That is a bit of an error there, dude. He had to try and go for it, didn't he? He had to try and make something happen. Maybe getting a little bit impatient though. Is he going to come under the attention of the 2 GTR behind him as well? They're starting to creep into that slipstream range. Has he just used too much of his tyres? So the GTRs behind, the fronts are looking quite bad, but the rear's pretty good. And Racing Green, if he doesn't run out of fuel, looks like he might have done just enough. Unless he has a moment somewhere. Oh. What was that? So we've seen some of the instability with Racing Green there towards the end, through turn 1. On the final lap now, 1.2 seconds is the gap back to Alessandro. Alessandro dealing with a 6/10 gap back to Plat for Life. Could Alessandro see a second place in this race? He just needs to stay ahead of Plat at this stage. He may even find himself on the top step of the podium if Racing Green runs out of fuel. And he's having to short shift now to try and eke that fuel out. Oh, it's definitely touch and go at the moment for Racing Green. Is he going to be able to keep that car there? Is he going to run out of fuel towards the end? He's only got a few more corners to go. Has he done just enough? Has he calculated his fuel to... I don't even know the word for it. Has he calculated his fuel perfectly? Down to the last milliliter. We're going to see here, because if he does run out of it, he's going to run out of it along the start finish. Alessandro covers off the inside now to Plat for Life. He's going to take that second place. I think he will. So Racing Green has done just enough here. He hasn't run out of fuel in the end. He's going to take the checkered flag and the win in this second race of the evening. Alessandro takes second place, Plat for Life third. That was a photo finish. Yannick and Zico fourth and fifth. Burton in the end finishes in sixth. Grippo will take that seventh place. Sam finishes in eighth. We're going to have Ponzani coming home in ninth. Gojic in his debut finishes in 10th. BX Royal is going to finish ahead of Harry. I think he is. So we're going to have BX Royal, Harry and Hill 11th, 12th and 13th. McKenna's going to bring home in 14th place. And Kep last but not least. Kep is going to take that 15th place. Well, that was it, guys. That was the second and the final race of the evening. We will have a quick rundown through the standings once again. What a race that was as well. Cracking race once again. So Racing Green managed to take the win there in the second race of the evening. Alessandro finished in second place. GG's Alessandro. Plat for Life finished in third with the fastest lap. Yannick was fourth. We had Zico in fifth. Burton finished sixth. Gripper was seventh. Sam was eighth. Ponzani was ninth. Gojic was 10th. BX Royal was 11th. Harry was 12th. Hill was 13th. McKenna 14th. And Kep was 15th place. Well, that was it, guys, for round 5. We'll be back same time, same place next week with round 6. So I hope you join me then. I will see you then. This has been the Aero League Racing's Tier 1 drivers in the GT7 Championship. I've been your boy Vexed. Good night.